In Cyberpunk 2077, money is king. Money is basically used for everything that you possibly can get, whether you want to buy a new vehicle, maybe you want to go ahead and upgrade or buy a brand new weapon, or maybe you want to buy the latest and greatest in cyber tech. Whatever it is that you guys are wanting, money is definitely going to be needed unless you really just want to loot everything, which you definitely can, and I have definitely done a lot of that as well. But anyway, there is a couple things that I want to be able to dive right into in today's episode, and this guide is definitely going to be for you guys if you want to make a lot of money fairly quick. Just do it one time and then go about playing some missions and then come back and do it. And you don't even have to necessarily even do it at the locations that I'm going to be showing you guys at. And if you guys have a better location of where to actually do this at, and that's right, it's going to be using all of these vending machines that you see right here in front of me. There's actually more across the street looking that way, making it really easy to get a lot of these beverages and money very, very quickly. But it also does use money in order to get this to work. But anyway, if you guys are enjoying these types of guides and want to continue seeing these types of guides, then make sure that you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. Also, make sure that you guys go ahead and share these videos with everyone that you know and everywhere that you possibly can, because as the channel does grow, eventually I want to be able to do some giveaways here on the channel. Maybe that's giving away some games, maybe a console, depending on how well we grow. Honestly, it is up to you guys to make sure that this channel grows. And if you guys want that free stuff, then you already know what to do. And honestly, if you guys could watch the video to the end, that would drastically help out the channel as well. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So there is a couple different requirements that are needed in order to basically get this started. You will need to have some technical abilities in order to do this. Now, I definitely highly recommend the mechanic, which is only one perk point, and it has only a highest level of level 1, but you gain more components when you're disassembling some of your items. So this is going to be good, and honestly, it's going to be good in the long run too, especially if you like to be able to craft items anyway. This is going to be something that you are going to want. The other thing that I highly recommend that you guys go ahead and get is the workshop and upgrade it as best you possibly can. If you want to be able to max it out at level 3, you do need to be a level 7 inside of your technical ability, so just keep that in mind. But there are 3 levels, so you're going to be spending a total of the 4 perk points in order to do this. But disassembling items grants you a 15% chance at level 3 of getting a free component of the same quality as the disassembled items. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is on the map is if where I'm currently at, which is down here in the city center, you want to be able to go ahead and you're not going to be able to come to this specific location until you have gotten a little bit further in the story and the lockdown has basically ceased. You do have to complete a main job in order to do that, and then you're going to get down here, and there's a lot of vending machines, which we're going to get into here in just a little bit. But if you guys are still at the very beginning of the game, or maybe you just are going back to replay it for whatever reason, if you guys come to this location, pretty much right where this fast travel location is right here, it's pretty much straight, I guess, east from your apartment. You come here to this location, and it's going to be on like a balcony walkway, and there's going to be a lot of vending machines up there. However, this trick will only work with a couple of the cans, and we're going to go over them in just a moment. Now, the better location is where I'm currently at, because there is literally tons more of the vending machines that you guys can purchase from, and that means that ultimately we can make a lot more money very, very quickly. So I do want to show you guys one of the things that you guys can't purchase from, and the thing is I really don't remember seeing any of them over here. Because these are all the ones that you guys can purchase from. Basically, these kind and the cola ones are the ones that you guys want. You don't want to go after anything that is the citrus related. And if we get to any of those, then we're going to go ahead and talk about them. Now, I definitely recommend that you basically pick one of the flavors. Don't kind of bounce back and forth. So basically pick the cola, the blue, or even the last one, whatever it is that you guys want, and just go ahead and pick it. And you're going to basically just push that button like crazy. Make sure that you guys are actually picking all these up as well. And then you're going to do it until it is sold out. So that one is actually all sold out. And then we're going to keep doing this one. That one is all sold out. We're going to grab all of those. And it is a lot of button mashing, just so that you guys are aware. That one's sold out really, really quickly. And if they seem to get stuck inside of the vending machine, all you have to do is crouch in order to pick them up. And like I said, I like to pick the same ones. Because then it makes it easier to go ahead and disassemble them when that time comes. All right, so a little bit further down the line, and here is the citrus one that I was talking about. These ones are no good. Don't buy these ones. You'll be wasting your money if you guys go to do that. You obviously can skip the burritos, and then we're going to continue down the line. Look at this. I haven't even got fully down this one line yet, and I've only been doing this for about not even 5 minutes or so, and I've spent, what was it, about $4,000 or $5,000 so far. The other quick tip that I want to let you guys know is try to pick these up as fast as you guys can as well, so that way it doesn't like glitch out, because there is a time where no items will actually continue to come out of the machine even though you're technically still paying for them, and if that happens, then ultimately you're just wasting money, and you don't really want that to happen at all. Now, I've been doing this for about 10 minutes already, and I did this row first, and then I went across the street, and then I did them in there, and then I just came back to see if these are already restocked, and they are. So you guys can literally just keep going back and forth and never have to leave this specific area. But what we're going to do now is going to show you guys how to actually make all the money that you want to. So what you're going to do is you're going to go down into your inventory, you're going to go into your backpack, and then what you're going to want to do is go to your consumables, which I'm already on, and then whatever one that you guys were working on, which we got a ton of those. We got 535 of those ones, and then where's the other ones? We got 691 of those. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to go ahead and basically disassemble all of it for the parts that we're going to get. And if you look up at the top here, you can see that we got a lot of them now. We got 5,200 and then 2,000, and then we're going to break these down as well. And we're going to do the same thing with that, and then we're going to go like that. And now we got 8,700 and almost 3,700, and then you can break down the other ones. All right, so now that we got a ton of our components, so you can either use them now for crafting or whatever that you guys would like. What we want to be able to do is basically sell them. So there is a drop point here, then there's a lot of them. Now do just keep in mind that you can either go to a drop point, which only has $20,000, or you guys can actually go to a junk seller or a junk shop, and you guys can actually go here as well. So just do keep that in mind, but you do need to go to one of those locations. So let's go ahead and make our way over to this one right now. And now this is where the magic happens. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and sell right here. We're gonna go down, and if you wanna sell your junk stuff, you can definitely go ahead and do that. Otherwise, what you're gonna do is go into all. And what you're looking for is the uncommon, which is right here, the item components, and then you're also looking for the common ones, which will usually be down towards the bottom. So those are the two that you want to go ahead and choose from. So in this case, we're going to choose those, and you can see that the drop point thing only has $20,000 in it. So you guys can get as close to that as you want. So we'll just say about there. So we're only selling about a little bit more than a third, almost a half of what we have. So there we go. Now they have $500 left in there. We just made more in well, this, with running over here, it took me about 15 minutes total to grab basically all this stuff. And we already made almost 10 grand. The other thing that we can actually go ahead and do is we'll head over to a junk shop, which is actually fairly nearby, and then there's also another drop point. All right, so we've made it over here to a junk shop, but we can actually go ahead and just go gravy. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, and he's only at 8,700. I do find that these guys usually have a less money on them than going to some of the shops, so we can sell them and then just basically take all of his money that we possibly can, and we'll just say, oh, you know, right about, oh, that's pretty dang close actually. And there we go. And then you can just basically keep doing this when you guys are all around the town, and you can ultimately just pick up a lot of money from doing this. And the nice thing about even when you are carrying the cans is there is no weight associated with them, so you can easily go ahead and just hold on to these for whenever you need to just get rid of them. So we can actually we should be able to get rid of all of them. That's 16,000 there. Now we can actually go after the uncommon, which should be right up here, and we can only do a few on that one. So already starting out, we've already made a positive of over $35,000, and this is only taking me about 15 total minutes. So it's pretty crazy, and I highly recommend that you guys go ahead and use this to your advantage. Pretty much anytime that you see a vending machine, just go ahead and buy some of the cola or some of the other one that I showed you guys at the beginning of the episode, and hopefully that does help you guys make a lot of money here in Cyberpunk 2077. But anyway, if it does help you guys out, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it. And you guys, stay gaming.